Hello, everyone. This is the Easy Allies podcast. I'm your moderator, Kyle Bossman, and joining us this week, Ian Hink.
Hello.
Bradley Ellis.
Hi.
And Brandon Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Ian, what is your goal this week?
I'm going to at least 3 times say it's the Monster Hunter of, and then something.
Okay, that's good. That's a good goal. 3 times.
Yeah.
Bradley Ellis, what is your goal this week?
My goal is to say, oh, tailspin.
Oh, great.
Does that one count?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
It never counts during the announcement.
Sure, yeah.
Brandon Jones, your goal this week?
No sniffs.
No
None.
sniffs.
Wow.
Very professional.
Yeah, we can live it up.
No, please. Oh, so gross. Sniffs are gross.
Those eyes open.
Red eye.
My goal this week
Can't wait to be
is to retire goals. I'm going to see if I can pull it off.
Whoa.
Yeah, to retire the goals.
This is big.
Yeah.
Why?
Every single week, I get 5 comments that say, please stop the goals.
Really?
Is it from the same 5 people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Enough
Well,
was enough.
Yeah.
Way to go, you 5. You've killed dreams.
If it was 4, would that not?
Wouldn't have kept
affect
the
you?
mustard.
No, I can ignore 4.
No,
Yeah,
odd
but-
numbers.
Yeah.
5 is it's
Mental
a
damage.
movement.
Also, Nadia H. Young hates goals.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
You told me
She,
that. That's right.
she rakes me
She's
over the
like
coals.
Yeah.
for
Tale
goals.
of podcast critics, man. She hates
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, I know, but like, I still like, she does, but you still want to impress her,
Yeah. She knows her stuff.
Yeah. Harsh but fair. Begin corrections music, please. Lassie and Falsi are still part of Final Fantasy Type 0. Still in there. Still part of Fabula Nova Crystallis.
I'm glad I
Thank
was not
God.
here for this.
Yeah.
Thank God.
There are microtransactions in Monster Hunter World, but not for anything random. It's for like emotes, and you can get like a samurai costume.
Yeah, some
and,
costumes.
like stamps, I guess. I don't know how you would use them.
Oh,
They're
like
for
stickers.
chat.
Oh, okay,
Stickers.
cool. Stickers.
They're for the
You're right.
in-game
Gotcha.
chat.
They're awesome.
It's like the Monster Hunter of
I love
Monster
the
Hunter.
stickers.
Okay. Z Huge X is pronounced Juga X or Tsuege EX. I got 2 pronunciations for that. But for now, we're just going to... Schwege. We're going to stick with Daniel Ahmad. We're just going to call him by his name. Which is,
Okay.
yeah, that's it for now on.
What is that?
Because GameSpot had a article about something. Oh, we'll get to it later actually. But they cited industry insider Daniel Ahmad, or industry analyst, Daniel Ahmad, who is Z Huge, but not Z Huge.
What is
Juga X.
What is Shuege EX? What is that even?
Oh, so the person it's an avatar of a picture of Tsuege Liang, who is a notable strategist from Chinese history and Dynasty Warriors. Japan does indeed celebrate April Fool's Day. In Black Ops 3, it's the Frozen Forest, and the character is Hendrix. I texted Huber, all caps, Hendrix, and he just texted back, yes. We got it. Hendrix.
He likes to use caps.
Yeah. Jones, remember we talked about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite and how it didn't get into Evo last week?
Yeah.
We get a lot of flack. I want to get into my paleontologist theory, but maybe after that. Maybe we'll do that this episode.
I really want to know what that
Got
is.
a lot of flack for talking outside of our own domain. You know what I mean? But anyway, a lot of people think that
Anything the eyes can see is our domain.
yes. What is that?
Everything in this
Lion
room
King?
is
Yeah,
yours.
Lion King, I guess.
Lion King.
But father.
So there's a theory, Jones, that the reason Marvel isn't an Evo has nothing to do with audience, has nothing to do with participants in the actual tournament, but with Marvel itself.
They're starting their own Evo.
And I was like, show me their seats comments, and they got one for me. So Mark Mann, who is the global head of business development for Evo, but is a fighting game community figurehead, I guess you could say, tweeted this. I'm sure he heard it loud and clear from Twitter, he referring to Mr. Wizard. I go to many FGC events, probably the most outside of sponsored players. I know that Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is being played. Hard to include a game that doesn't have support. I'm not talking about Capcom, because they've supported it the most. ...
Whoa.
So the theory is, Marvel doesn't want to be associated with this game anymore. So if he says the game needs support, and he's not talking about the fan base, he's not talking about Capcom, we have to figure out that it's like, oh, he's probably talking about Marvel.
could see that.
Yeah, I thought it was worth including in corrections. So yeah, it's interesting.
A little speculation.
Showed the receipts. They showed the receipts. End correction music, please. You want to hear about my
Wait, they're ashamed of this game or something?
Yeah.
Why?
Marvel only wants to be the cream of the crop.
But their movies aren't even cream of the crop.
Yes, they are,
Hey-o.
Brad.
No,
they're not.
They're number one every
I
single
know,
time they
but
come
they're
out.
like not. They're just like okay movies. They're
And
good.
so I think it
I like
hurts
Thor
Marvel
3.
to see like,
yeah, but they're good.
but they
like-
want to be number one in video games. They want to be up there with video
Oh,
games.
eh.
And so
I
they
think
look.
they don't love having to collaborate either. I don't think
They
they're
want
like
total control.
I think they want
Yeah.
total
Disney,
control.
baby.
They're
Yeah.
big on control.
They are.
Disney.
I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Careful with that IP.
Careful with it.
They'll come
Yeah.
for you.
You know what? Just don't get involved.
Don't get involved.
Stay away
keep,
from
Keep
Disney.
your
Yes.
safe distance.
Stay away
from
from
Disney.
Disney. They'll shut you down.
Really quick before we get to the news of the week, paleontologist theory. So it's like this thing where there's always an expert on the one thing, and that person. So a paleontologist watching Jurassic Park is like, "This is highly inaccurate." It's just because that's the thing you know, bud.
Right.
All movies are highly inaccurate, but you're
Yeah.
so proud right now to know it's like this and that wouldn't be right. Dude, they have feathers. It's just like, shut up. Shut up. And so I get a lot of comments of just everyone's their paleontologist thing. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know a thing about fighting games. It's like, we don't know a thing about any games. It's okay. That's the one. I understand it's frustrating for you because that's the thing you're an expert about. We just try our best.
Well, I would try my best to phrase things suggesting I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
And we did.
It's very,
Yes.
very rarely on this podcast will I say, well, I got the answer right here.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
there should
yeah.
be an unspoken kind of like, you know, take this with a grain of salt.
It's all
in front of
speculation.
everything that anybody says.
All just sorting out
Everyone is
gaming
always saying
news.
their
We don't
opinion.
know where that's going to be.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's necessarily fact all the time
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
I would disagree.
I was
It's
botching
okay.
all the Red Dead delays. I couldn't remember. I thought back, I'm like, did it get delayed? I don't know.
Yeah, but
It's
like,
horrible. That's like my number one game of this year.
Yeah.
so yeah, there's
You'd
this
think
weird,
I'd be on it.
It's a weird thing where like I do expect us to know a lot, and I expect us. That's why we do corrections, is I want to be held accountable for the things that we spew out.
Yeah.
You know, but there are things that I don't expect you to ever know, Jones, like the release dates of delays, which didn't make it into corrections because it seems kind of irrelevant
Right.
to me. You know, like when the actual months were. Yeah, but also send in corrections still.
Paleontologist theory
They're the best. I love them.
resonates with me directly. I watched The Holiday for the first time like a month or two ago over the
What is
holiday.
that? What is the holiday?
It's a pseudo-romantic film wherein Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, Jack Black, and Kate Winslet
Oh my goodness!
all meet.
Now I'm
Yes.
connecting it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jack
And,
Black and
uh,
Jude Law in a non-comedy
Yeah.
romantic film.
Yeah.
Very
Awesome.
bizarre, interesting. I kind of liked the movie because it's not. There's not an implication that these people are going to end up forever, but they're just having like a nice holiday. But the entire movie, I was just worried that Cameron Diaz was going to lose her job because she's like the head of a successful trailer editing company, and she just up and leaves for like a month. And the whole movie, I was just like, she's gonna lose her job. She's gonna lose her clients. Like all of these edits are just sitting there not finished.
Ian,
It was
the
like
thing
all
is-
I cared about. I was like, what about her editing company? What's happening?
And I always picture the person standing
Yeah.
up in the theater, like pointing at the screen, like she could lose her job. I know.
Are you with me, people? Yeah.
You
That
don't
was
know,
me.
but I do.
That
She
was
could
me.
lose her job.
I
Highly
was like
inaccurate.
freaking out.
Did she lose her job?
No.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, it was fine. I was just like, all of her clients, like who's managing this? What's happening? I was nervous.
Just talking about Mountain Dews, baby. Let's get to the news. We have juicy rumors this week.
Love rumors.
Yes. Maybe we should do like a rumor rank at the end. Because
Rumor rank.
Rumor rank.
Rumor rank.
First one is the most recent. We got a little drop. No, this is a bucket.
Is this a juice box?
This is a This is a full-on juice box.
Okay.
Grape juice. About an upcoming Spyro the Dragon trilogy of remasters.
saw this.
Laura
too.
Kate Dale, who has leaked many things for us in the past,
Generally
now
correct,
currently
right?
working at Kotaku UK.
Nice.
Sorry, what?
Congrats.
Congrats.
She's usually pretty accurate, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Earthbound still hasn't happened.
Look, not
Generally.
everyone can hit every time.
It was, you know what? She had like 90% of the Rabbids thing right. the thing I was most excited about didn't come true
Which
about
part
the
was
rabbits. That it would be like mostly new characters, and instead, it's just like 2 Peaches and 2 Luigis and 2 Yoshis. But it's still
It's half new characters.
half new. Well,
If you count the rabbits
I
as
do
new
not count-
characters.
and I do not.
And I do not.
Anyway, quoting the article, Activision is currently working on a Spyro the Dragon Trilogy remaster, which will be announced in March 2018. So we got it leaked by a month, and will be released Q3 2018 in development by Vicarious Visions, who did make the Crash trilogy last year. Will be announced for PlayStation 4 with PS4 Pro support sometime in March. One
Limited
source
exclusive, right?
suggested that September would be the launch month. Yeah. I didn't get to that quickly enough.
Sorry.
Yeah, the game will be a one-time, 1 year timed exclusive for PS4 before being ported to other systems in 2019, which is kind of what's happening with Crash. Crash is like a year later after Crash has come out.
Sounds real.
Sounds super.
Sounds
super
very real.
Sounds super real and super good, right?
Yeah.
I never played him.
I'm into Spyro.
Whoa, you
I'll try him.
Spyro?
Is this?
I played him back in the day.
Didn't they have Elijah Wood voice Spyro?
Not this Spyro.
Okay.
Not this Spyro.
Who's gonna voice Spyro this time?
my
Doesn't he talk?
Gosh, I think. I don't know if he does. Yeah. I think he's got like a kid's voice in this game.
Okay.
I really don't remember Spyro speaking in cuts. I remember like Dragon's like, "Hey Spyro, why don't you collect some things for?" You remember?
I don't remember Spyro talking, but maybe.
If it did, it's like, sure,
Yeah.
cool.
I
Come
also
on,
didn't
Sparks.
remember the names of the second 2 games. They're like really weird.
Ripto's Rage,
Yeah.
Year of the Dragon. Not too weird.
Third one is Year of the Dragon?
Yeah, Spyro
Oh.
3, Year of the Dragon.
I guess that's not as weird as I thought.
That's the one I played. I only played 3.
I played 1.
That
I
sounds
don't know
like
if
the
I played 2
safest
or
name
3.
they could do.
Yeah.
Year of the Dragon.
I think it was Year of the Dragon that year.
I think
though.
yeah.
So you gotta
Yeah, you gotta.
market that.
You gotta.
Market that, baby.
sell it.
So yeah, Jones, when we have a story like this, that's obvious truth almost. Like it's not too much of a juicy, you know what I mean? It's like too much to be feasible to be like in the right middle of my rumor meter. Are you
Rumometer.
surprised by any element of this? The exclusivity, Vicarious Visions working on it instead of a new Crash game, perhaps. Actually, it doesn't exclude them from doing it. The release date.
the Crash sales were crazy.
Yes.
I was very surprised by those.
Yeah.
And so this makes sense.
Is Spyro the same though? Can Spyro do what Crash did?
No, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Is that I hope they're not expecting that. I hope they're not expecting the same kind of rabid fan base.
This
the
is
same
Activision
kind of,
though, Jones. They are. They want to grow. They're looking at growth every single time. They don't want to put out a game that will get fewer sales.
hoping
Spyro an
sure.
Activision thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You just got to do one first. I think Crash is the good test to see if people would be excited about this, and then this comes along, and so people will buy in, but not to the level of Crash. I just don't think.
For some reason, I have no idea why I think this, but I feel like Spyro did well in Europe.
Sure. I'll take your word for that.
Maybe
In
that's
Europe.
maybe
Seems
I'm just
legit.
manufacturing an idea there, but
I do think here's what I would say though he is less popular than Crash Bandicoot in a
Yeah,
way.
certainly.
Skylanders maybe boosted Spyro.
Oh yeah.
But I think the games hold up better. I think they're better games. These are 3D exploration games, and it's crazy to me that they would do this in a year. I imagine it to be a lot harder to remaster than those Crash Bandicoot games. But yeah, I guess it's getting apparently the full treatment as the Crash Bandicoot games had.
And people still complain about Crash a little bit, hit detection.
The feet,
because they
man,
rounded
feet,
his feet.
yeah.
those feet.
I wonder what complaints could be raised against a Spyro game.
Spyro games
seems
are
like it would
easy,
be,
dude.
You
Yeah.
see, like the sales will be smaller, but the vibes will be better. I think.
Yes.
I think people will.
Yeah.
Well,
there's
and-
more of a chance that people are fans of Spyro or jumping into games they never played, or possibly not remembering moments. Where a lot of Crash is just like, oh yeah, I remember this.
I personally wonder because I forgot that Skylanders spun out from Spyro. He
Yeah.
was the
Yeah.
first Skylander.
the first Avenger. That's
original.
Yeah,
the first Avenger.
But like, I wonder if in the marketing, if they try to get like kids who are into Skylanders to play these because
Yeah.
they're like, see the origin of the Skylanders. You
Yeah.
know, like that kind of thing.
I kind of see the origin of the Skylanders would really rub me the wrong way.
Just in like one trailer,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like before Skylanders came Spyro the Dragon.
It's true. I don't know if Crash was really heavily marketed toward kids. I do remember that there was the Crash Skylander, and that was very kid oriented. That wasn't a hard mission that we
Yeah.
played, Jones. Yeah, I wonder how they'll market it. I wonder if they do expect it to do better than Crash, and then I wonder lastly if it will. It's
I don't
fun.
think it'll do better. I'm with Jones on
Yeah,
that.
that seems very optimistic.
Because, yeah, Jonesy, you're right that Crash was really hard, and that was kind of a thing people complained about, but it was also the thing people streamed.
Yeah, the bridge level.
Sure.
Right,
And
yeah.
it kind of is what made it relevant today. And so I did say that Spyro holds up better, but yeah, I don't know if it'll light people up the way that Crash did.
I just think there was a name to the complaint. When I said, what was the complaint? And you said the feet. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, everyone, oh yeah, the feet.
Yeah.
I just don't think there will be a meme of that game being broken in some way.
Yeah, if anything, it's like Reddit loves that bear who like takes your money.
In Spyro?
Yeah, you know that bear.
Mr. Shake-
I
remember
do not
that.
know that bear.
Is that his
do not
name,
remember
Mr.
that.
Shakedown?
No, that's from Yakuza.
Oh, okay.
It sounds like Mr.
yeah,
Shakedown.
it does.
though.
Yeah.
I don't remember a bear. Wow.
Yeah, and Reddit's just like, remember this guy, and then like it gets upvoted a bunch of times.
I hate that guy.
Oh, I remember. I do remember that guy. Yeah. Oh.
Dude, yeah.
Upvote.
Yeah, dude. Poor Reddit. Reddit doesn't deserve that.
If they re-release Croc, though, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Why?
'Cause, I don't know. When I was a kid, I had a blast with Croc. That game is terrible.
I played Gex a lot on the
Me
3DS.
too.
and
Gex,
that game is
dude.
also
Yes,
very bad.
Gex.
Gex is bad.
Bring back
Gex
Gex
2.
where he's like a
specifically.
secret agent.
Yeah, and you go in the
on cover.
TVs.
Oh my
It's the
God.
3D one.
Yeah,
Because the original ones
dude.
were 2D, I think.
I thought Gex 1 was 3D too. Oh well.
Gex is.
I have
just-
no memory actually. Of it.
Bubsy came
played
out
it.
last year. Bubsy was rebooted last
Anything's
year.
possible.
Anything-
bombed so hard,
anything's
though.
possible.
Bayman
Well, wasn't that
is
a
coming
fan
back.
re-release or something?
No, that was official.
Really?
Well, they even like it was a studio that like renamed themselves Acclaim. How crazy was that?
That's
Weird.
insane.
Just to like
Man.
just to buy off on that nostalgia for Bubsy. They
They
really,
went all in.
They went all in.
But it didn't
was a
work
risk.
out.
It was a risk.
Yeah.
They don't all pay off.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you pitch it?
That rabid Bubsy fan base.
How do you? Yeah, you know,
I feel like Bubsy didn't do well in the first place. I don't know.
I think about just the way that you have to court publishers. Mm-hmm. And I think about those meetings and just how do you prove interest in Bubsy? How'd they get it?
Right.
How'd they get the
What do
money?
they show, like,
Right.
forum posts?
Yeah, like maybe, yeah. Ooh, okay, next juicy rumor. Oh, this one's full on juicy.
This is
Carton.
Like, this is like a Capri Sun.
Yeah, this is, well, yeah.
Pacific Cooler, dude.
Yeah, we're just tapping into a Capri Sun.
Bigger juice box.
Bandai Namco is developing Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So yes, this is we'll absolutely give credit to Eurogamer because basically we saw the rumor leading up to it, but like usually when Eurogamer comes in and says, yeah, this is true, normally that's true. Basically, to catch everybody up, last year at E3, Nintendo announced Metroid Prime 4, just the title, and said we're not even telling you who's making it. And so obviously there was rampant speculation. There were rumors even around then, I think, maybe a month later, a few, that Bandai Namco was making it. And we just kind of said no. Damiani said no. Damiani is the one who told me that Bandai Namco was making it. He's like, I don't believe it though.
Damage control.
Yeah.
because they're involved with Other M, right?
No, that was Team Ninja.
Team
That was,
Ninja,
yeah,
okay.
Bandai
Gotcha.
Namco's they did Smash Bros. They had that strong partnership with Smash Brothers, one of Nintendo's flagship titles, and so also Pokken, and so I think they're buddies now. I think
yeah, they
they're
made a
strong
relationship.
buddies. The relationship
Was
is there.
Prime? Who developed Prime? Was that all
Retro.
Nintendo?
Retro.
The Retro, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right.
Who are in Texas?
Made that
But
beautiful
are they
tropical
owned
freeze.
by?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're owned by
They're owned by
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
So they're like
Yeah.
a first party, third party. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So we got even more rumors after that. Basically, someone from Bandai Namco Singapore, who I was not aware of the studio until this week, on their LinkedIn said, "Yeah, I'm working on Metroid Prime 4, and I'm working on an exclusive Switch game, Ridge Racer 8." And so that was, well, maybe we should talk about that a little bit too. And so that was like posted and that got picked up and spread everywhere. And then that is what Eurogamer saw and said, yeah, that's true. That's actually true. Bandai Namco Singapore is working on this. And to give you some background on Bandai Namco Singapore, that used to be called LucasArts Singapore. And they were actually working on Star Wars 1313.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I mean, maybe that's the kind of caliber we should be thinking of. So this is the first game that Bandai Namco Singapore has actually been even like rumored to be working on.
Dude.
Yes.
What if Metroid Prime 4 is like that level of like gritty and realistic?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what is it if it's like third-person Uncharted style, almost like Metroid Uncharted style.
Oh no!
Like,
Heavens
could be weird.
no!
But like,
Heavens
think
no.
about when we heard about Metroid as first-person.
Yes.
Very
it was
like,
insane.
What?
True.
No,
Yes.
don't do that.
Yep.
Turned out to be great.
Before we get into too much speculation on the game, I should include one more detail. Is that Bandai Namco Japan is apparently taking over the project, and Singapore is working on the next thing already. So they've been working on it currently, and then it's moving on to Bandai Namco Japan for them to finish it, and then they're working on a new thing, which might be that Ridge Racer game that was leaked on LinkedIn.
Wasn't Ridge Racer PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
That's kind of crazy if that's moving to Switch.
Yeah, you want to talk about that now?
I mean, it's a little weird. I don't
It's
know what
super
else
weird.
we would say about
That's
it.
weird.
It happens, man.
Well, I mean, yeah,
happens.
it happens with like Bayonetta. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, you have
Yeah,
that
right,
franchise
yeah,
that
Like,
can't
do you remember
survive?
when Final Fantasy VII went on PlayStation? Crazy.
Yeah, it
like-
happens.
Yeah.
Those Nintendo fans felt betrayed.
I do wonder if
You're
Ridge
right.
Racer by its title has any sway, but I do think that the game itself could be valuable today. I think there's space for Ridge Racer in 2018.
Especially if they do some crazy like Switch thing with it.
Yeah.
On Switch, because Switch doesn't have anything like that I can think of.
Yeah. A pseudo-realistic rally. Whatever.
Was Ridge Racer realistic? I think it was like
It was-
one of those games that straddles the line.
It was
Yeah, that's- it's like
yeah, I thought it was
pseudo-
like kind of arcadey.
Yeah,
Very
I haven't played it in a long time.
power
but, yeah.
sliding.
Is it rally or no?
No.
No.
You're doing laps.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
How do you
City.
sell Ridge Racer?
That
Oh,
same.
Jones.
E3.
I'm kinda
What's
stuck on
the
it too,
announcement
dude.
of Ridge
Cause
Racer?
her
Switch?
The trailer has that woman on it,
Has to
and
be
she just goes
Cause
like
Rai.
Ridge Racer.
Well, they used to get a new woman for every game.
Right.
So we just need a new woman, I guess.
Done, I guess.
Were they CG or live action? Those women.
They were CG women.
Yeah. Time makes fools of us all, you know.
No, but Jones has a good point. You just can't do
There's
that.
got to
again.
be a gimmick.
You can't have a
you can't.
CG
Yeah,
woman
it's
come in and say
Exclusive
Ridge
to
Racer.
Switch. There's got to be some weird.
Peach. Selling it.
Dude. But then people get so butthurt that it wasn't
Yeah.
Mario Kart 9.
No, there'll be like a Mario skinned car you can get or something like that.
Oh, for sure.
And
yeah.
it just looks so
Amiibo
weird.
support.
Jones, it's an interesting thing to say. I don't actually know beyond its portability what the Switch does that unique. You know, it does Labo, right? It does crazy, crazy things. But for a game, for a franchise like Ridge Racer, I don't know what the Switch has to offer.
I don't think it'll be like, it'll just be standard controls, portable. That's it. It's
Yeah.
not gonna
Yeah,
have crazy
yeah.
controls or anything like that.
And the trailer is a ridge race happening, like on a ridge. And then a kid is sitting passenger seat playing Ridge Racer 8 during a ridge race. Live action.
And it's like, who do you think is having more fun?
Right.
Ridge Racer.
And then those PlayStation squirrels from the early 2000s show
you know
up.
what? That was Hells Yeah. It was the same
Hells
thing.
yeah.
Same voice, yeah.
Yeah.
PlayStation. Hells yeah. That guy.
God, I'm glad we're past that.
Sold.
Metroid Prime 4 in development by Bandai Namco. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I guess the discussion we should have is about how much we think Nintendo values Metroid.
Ooh.
Below Zelda and below Mario. That's for sure.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
does
think
belong there, yeah.
I think it's
Third?
fifth.
Ooh.
Wait, well, okay.
I don't
what
think
else?
it's third.
We got Mario Kart now, which is definitely higher.
think
It's
it's-
basically its own its own
I
franchise.
think they go Mario, Zelda, Smash, Kart, Metroid.
yeah, it's above Kirby.
I'd even put Splatoon above Metroid. I would put Kirby above Metroid. I put
Splatoon?
Yoshi
Not
above
Kirby.
Yes, because they're-
Metroid to sell better than Kirby.
all of those are internal studios. All of those are Nintendo saying, "Yeah, we're gonna make Kirby. We're gonna
I
make
just feel
Yoshi."
like they don't know what to do with Metroid most of the time, though.
They don't. Yeah, I would agree with
Like
that.
they like it, but
They're
I mean,
afraid of
they
it.
didn't even like celebrate the anniversary really at all.
Right.
When it had it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I almost feel good. I almost feel better knowing that Bandai Namco has the staff working on it, because I almost wasn't sure that Nintendo had a proper staff to work on a full-on Metroid game internally. I know they can make a Yoshi game. I know they can make a Kirby game, but
I
could
just
they?
don't- yeah.
Who made Other M again? Sorry.
It's Team Ninja, who
Wow.
does Dead or Alive and
Right.
Ninja Gaiden.
Gaiden, yeah.
Well, and then they just did something recently that was
Hellblade.
good. Yeah, Hellblade.
No, that's
No,
Ninja
that's
Theory.
That's Ninja
I get
Theory.
those
Yes,
mixed up
yes,
all the time.
Right.
Ninja Theory was getting involved, I would be much more excited.
Right.
Who did Neo? Was that just?
Yeah, it's
That was Tecmo Koei.
Oh, right.
my brain keeps bouncing between did Bandai pick this up because they had an idea, because they were talking with Nintendo.
I think
and
they pitched
Nintendo's
an
like,
idea.
what do you want to work on? They're like, clearly Metroid, let's do it. And Nintendo's like, oh great, yeah, we don't care, you can do it. Or if it's, I think the worst case scenario, which is, do you want to make Metroid? I want to make Metroid. Oh, you know who'd make Metroid? We should get out to Bandai. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hope it's not that.
I think
I hope
they-
Bandai Namco was like passion project.
Yeah,
Please,
I think
please,
that's
please,
what it
please,
was.
please let us do it.
Especially the thing that gives me hope is that if it's the Star Wars 1313 crew, and like, oh man, like Pie in the Sky, they've been working on it. Maybe not since, but like pretty soon after, like that gives me hope because that seems they're like in line enough, and like they had their dreams dashed with 1313.
Yeah.
Then to move into like if they took a little regroup time and then they're like, what could we possibly do?
Yeah.
I got a banging Metroid idea. And then Nintendo was like, yeah, we got this new hardware coming in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Work on it in secret. Like, that's the best case scenario.
You do it.
Yeah.
Eurogamer doesn't think that it'll come out in 2018. It does think that development has just started.
Just started.
Yeah. But
Like they announced it before they started working on it?
yeah, well,
Felt
no,
that
like
way.
Man.
even if they started it in
Like super early
summer,
development.
like it'd still be.
I think
super-
that they'd been working on it for like 6 months when they announced it.
Yeah, I was hoping that wasn't the case, but
More like a
kinda-
Final Fantasy VII remake situation.
Yeah.
Where Nomura didn't even know he was director on it until they announced it.
Yeah,
Whoa,
It's like,
really?
what?
Is that true?
Yeah.
yeah,
Holy crap.
yeah,
Square
man.
Enix, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, they just do whatever they
in the
want.
Got to be first person though.
Do you
Why
think
call
so,
it
Jones?
Prime? Why call it Prime?
Without, yeah.
Why make that leap? All the fans assuming Prime 1, Prime 2, Prime 3, all very specific style. And then, oh yeah, we'll call it 4, but then it's a board game.
All right.
Like, no.
I do agree. It's got to be first person, but
I
let's
agree.
go down the list. Does it have to have scanning?
Yes.
Well, on the Switch, especially
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
come on.
the one-to-one nature of the
You wanna do that?
Breath of the Wild.
I don't want
You
to
don't
do that.
have to, but you can.
Okay.
But that's how Nintendo does it now. It's like, it's there, except for in Mario, I guess you have to use motion controls sometimes. But like, it's there, but you don't have to do it generally.
Yeah, that's pretty true actually. Yeah, you will be able to right analog stick it. Will it have an opening sequence where you have all your armor and then you lose all your armor?
Dude, of course you're gonna have a bunch of stuff and lose it. You're sort of nothing like always.
I don't think so.
You think?
I'm
like,
trying to
what do you
remember how
think?
3
How is
ended.
she like? What's the story of how she's gonna lose all of her armor? Is it gonna be a prequel, this Metroid, or what?
No. So it's apparently its own thing. Apparently, so 3 ends like a conclusion.
Yeah.
She kills Dark Samus. She's done with Phazon. She flies off.
God,
and
I need to replay those.
And then one of the guys from Metroid Prime Hunters, the DS game, like follows her, and then that sort of leads into Metroid Prime Hunters, which is canon apparently.
I got it. She's gonna be on vacation.
All right.
Not gonna have any of her stuff.
There you go, Brad. That's good
Shit
stuff.
blown
dude.
up. Everything's
yeah.
gone.
Yeah,
I
like that.
love that idea.
Yeah.
She's retired.
You need to.
Ooh,
You need
tired.
to.
Now
Yeah.
you're talking.
You need to do it like Ellen Ripley. You need to have her. Yeah.
Old Samus?
For some. Yeah. I think she's aged in real time. Like she's however many years older than 3. And yeah, I like that idea. Like she's somewhere where she just doesn't have her stuff.
Will she talk?
Yes.
You think she's gonna be talking a lot, like
Probably-
Other M
I
style?
could see them
Yes.
doing that,
Oh.
yeah.
I do
could
think
see
she'll
them taking
speak.
that jump.
Like Alien Isolation style.
I mean, if Zelda did it, I guess anything's possible.
Yeah.
She talked in Other M. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people hated it.
Oh, yeah.
Hated it.
Well, that's because Other M is just
Remember me? Like,
a whole disaster.
Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't hate that she was talking. I think they hated
It was
what
just
she was saying.
what she
Well,
was
they hated her
saying.
character,
yeah,
too.
Exactly.
I mean,
yeah.
it was basically like flying in the face of everything that Metroid is supposed to stand for.
Yeah, I don't know. Does it have to have a charge shot? Does it have to have missiles?
Yeah.
Does it have to have
gotta
a ball,
miss-
morph ball?
Well,
You go into
I don't
2D
know.
morph ball. Yeah.
I thought about like
Side
Zelda
scrolling.
sometimes. I'm thinking about, yeah, it needed to have that. Breath of the Wild's kind of like, nah,
yeah.
don't need all that. It's fun
Wow,
anyways.
that's
Yep.
dude. If
If they're that ambitious, I don't know.
But every Zelda is an
safe more.
opportunity to do something new and fresh
Correct,
and original, and every Prime is not.
Yeah,
every
right,
Prime is a
depends if they're gonna
continuation
It's
play
of
not
the last
Ocarina
Prime.
of Time 4.
Right.
Yes, I get what you're saying,
You're
Josh.
yeah, and Prime was a continuous story, and since this one's called Metroid Prime 4, right?
Yeah.
What if
so
they just
far,
change the title?
yeah. I mean, I think they might, but like,
The timeline is so annoying for Metroid, by the way, because I think even Prime 3 still takes place before Super Metroid.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
they do actually.
It's
I
just,
think they are.
oh,
I think
stop
that's right.
doing that. And if Metroid Prime 4 does too, it's stop this.
So many adventures.
So many adventures, and like they're just like Fusion is canon. She's half Metroid now. It's like all right, that's just what's happening with Samus today. Most recently, she's like fused.
So Fusion is the latest one.
yeah,
So it could
In
take place
storyline.
after
Last timeline?
Fusion.
yeah.
What
I'd
if?
love if it did.
What if this game? This is maybe even a bad idea, but it's crazy. Like, what if this game picks up before Super, then you do Super, but
first person.
in the Prime style, and then it goes beyond Super.
Oh yeah.
So like Super is Act 2 of this game.
Oh yeah.
That'd be bonkers.
yeah. And you could truncate it. You could tell
Yeah,
the whole
yeah,
story
yeah,
of Super
yeah.
in a shorter space.
Definitely.
That could be gnarly.
Yeah, let's do that. Otherwise, there's just no excuse for her to keep losing her armor. Stop doing that. They make her dumber in Super by making her still lose her
what if
armor
they
all the
just
times, like
pull
leading up
something
to
like
that.
where you don't have the same armor you usually have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, it could be her daughter or something.
I mean, they could do that. Yeah,
Cool.
you could be the baby Metroid, or a baby Metroid in it.
You play as a Metroid.
Who plays a Metroid?
Yeah, that's the
You're
whole
the
game.
mother. You're Ripley.
Metroid Prime 3 had visitable planets. I think there's no way that this does that again. You would go into your ship and you would be like, I
Travel
want to
to
go
a
to that
different
planet. I'm
Think it's all
thinking-
on one planet.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what if? I mean, a way to do it. Whoa. Okay, so you do it like you pull a Breath of the Wild. The game starts. She's attacked. She crashes on whatever planet. She has all her stuff, but the ship is borked. And in the course of being on this planet, open world like Breath of the Wild, in the course of trying to get the stuff to fix her ship just to get out of there, she uncovers some whole crazy mystery, but like in a pseudo open world, like Metroidvania, I guess.
Yes.
Open world.
Yeah.
That would be cool as hell.
Yes, that would be cool.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll focus so much on the puzzle elements. If they're gonna try that, something like that.
It would be cool to just have the capabilities and then you just have to use them.
Shrines,
like Breath of
baby.
the Wild. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that actually.
That'd be cool.
All right. Ready for a third juicy rumor?
How can it be
Yes.
juicier than that?
This one's not very juicy. Google are making a games service with a controller.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so there's a website called The Information, which had this report. Requires a subscription. It's basically for like people who live in San Francisco and like love
Information.
information, love like
Information.
like tech news. It's like when I went to the site, it's like, are you a high-powered tech industry person?
No.
You're gonna want the information.
and
I'm
you're
like,
just like,
and I
click,
said,
nope.
no.
No,
And
thank
so,
you.
Click the X there. Get out of here.
so big thank you to Game Informer for subscribing and doing this write-up. So here's what they're suggesting is maybe I should read the quote from them specifically. No, we'll save that. So basically, that it had been tossed around, you know, that Google was trying to do like a game service, games console or something like that. But most recently, it's like happening. It's like they're pretty sure that this will be released, and it is a streaming console, just streaming games in. It could even use your Chromecast if you have one of those, because they're bragging like a 55 million user base. Like those people could all be on a game service, but it will have a controller.
Okay.
If they bundle it with my Google Music Unlimited / YouTube Red service, hells yeah.
I wonder if they'll do that.
But like, what? What are you gonna stream in?
Nothing. Monument Valley 2 and Reigns.
Oh,
Yeah,
Like the
reminds me
stuff
of,
I'm
like,
playing on my phone anyway.
Yeah.
What was it called? Ouya? Is that what that console's
Yeah,
called?
yeah,
Give me
yeah.
like vibes like that right now.
yeah. We just haven't seen this work. I mean, Google has enough money
They
to
got
burn
the
on
bucks.
it. Yeah.
The huge difference is they have, like, mobile games are big. Like, if you can play Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, if you can play Monument Valley 2, if you can play that on your TV with a controller sitting down, like, if it literally is just your phone 16:9 on the TV and it doesn't cost that much, like, whatever, yeah.
yeah.
Comes with your subscription already or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can do that.
This isn't important, but it was like one of the first things I thought about is which buttons do you think it'll have? I'm thinking ABXY, same colors as Xbox controllers. Is there any reason to think it would be anything else?
Propriety, I think they'd want to make it different.
Okay.
Numbers.
Google likes to be their own thing.
Numbers.
Whoa.
Numbers. Bring back the numbers. It was numbers before
It
anything.
didn't work for Wii.
Jones?
Yeah, G and O and L and an E.
So even like start it up, you have to type out Google.
Actually, you're joking, but I almost guarantee that it'll be the Google colors.
Oh,
for
the Google
buttons.
colors are
Oh,
nice.
yeah,
actually.
yeah,
okay.
of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wait, isn't it red, green, blue, yellow?
I think so. Yeah, it'll for sure be those.
Yeah.
Which I guess is.
But
the
it'll
same
be
as-
it'll be their hues.
Yeah. Their exact
absolutely, yeah.
values and hues in their order or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. And four shoulder buttons, it's just so hard for me to imagine this working. It's so crazy to me.
Well, what does working mean to Google though? You know?
Right. They love to try things.
Yeah.
Also, they do have they've got Daydream. Like they've been putting out new. Like they started with Cardboard VR. Now they've got Daydream with the little controller thing.
Oh, Daydream is their VR.
Daydream's
headset?
their VR thing with the phone. and it has the thing like they're building out this weird infrastructure. Like I could see this controller pairing with Daydream.
Dang, you're right. They have lots of games on that.
They have all kinds of these weird little things that they're doing.
Yeah.
Like they're getting into this.
Do you think that people will be able to stream PC games? Will they be able to stream Monster Hunter World on their little Google Chromecast thing?
I don't think right away. Starting small.
Yeah, I
don't know if the current Chromecast has enough processing power for that. Well, I guess if you're just broadcasting it from a computer, like
And
you
you
put
just-
an app on your computer and cast it.
you need like Google Fiber for this to even like work. Like I don't mind streaming TV shows and like sometimes it'll buffer, but like
Yeah.
in a game, no. Like yeah, I would say I watch my TV buffering like 5 times a night. If that happened in a video game, no.
You gotta get
Doing
better
a
internet.
jump.
I do. I need to get a better internet.
Or a
It's
better
bad internet.
processing Roku or whatever.
Fighting game. Ugh.
Oh yeah, get
Yeah,
out of
it'd be
here.
bonkers.
Yes. So I don't know.
That's for that reason. I think the first batch, I think, will definitely be non-multiplayer
Yeah.
focused, probably. Yeah. Who knows?
Yep.
What's the quote?
It's really funny. It's Game Informer feeling themselves. I really appreciate this anytime. We speculated last month that Phil Harrison joining Google was likely part of a gaming initiative. Oh, sorry. And we print this out weird. I had the quote that I wanted the first time. But anyway, Phil Harrison was hired by Google last month, and Game Informer was like, yeah, they're probably doing games. And I'm like, no way. Google's not. And like, yeah, they totally are.
Doing everything, dude.
Phil Harrison, formerly of Sony and Microsoft, and some other gaming thing in between. But yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing though. Like, we all scoff at the idea of like, because it's been Sony versus Microsoft and then Nintendo having a party over here for like 15 years or whatever. Like, that's just how it's been. We all scoff at the idea. Like when Ouya came out, everyone was like, "Good luck," and then it failed.
Yes.
And so like that's the narrative we all expect now.
Yeah.
But like, if Google or someone else took this seriously and like came out with an actual box and like a different service and like a revolutionary new model, who's to say it wouldn't work better than what we have?
Yeah.
Because everyone scoffs at it just because we're used to it.
I don't know. It reminds me of like Steambox kind of when
Sure.
that came out, like making like console-esque PC gaming.
Yeah.
And I thought Steambox was gonna be huge.
yeah.
Steambox is kind of weird though, but doesn't it just stream to the PC that's in your own house?
You
exactly
can.
Okay.
And also Steambox, it was like a weird pseudo launch because they were like third-party boxes that you just put Steam on or what. It was very weird.
Oh, and then some of them were actually like hardware, like beefy PCs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steambox.
It got like, because I remember we thought that it was like, here's the Steam box,
Right.
but it was like a bunch of different Steam
yeah,
boxes.
this like proprietary. Yeah. Oh man.
It
that
was weird.
That
It
was
got
very weird.
confusing.
You know, that's a really good point, Ian. If anybody's gonna do it, Google's there.
They
I just
have
don't see
enough
a
to
game
throw at it.
selling it. Yeah, it
Right.
would be weird to me if they put the game before the service. If they're like, exclusively for this service is this game that all you hot gamers are going to want to play, or even like a couple of games.
This thing's
like,
only for hot gamers.
just that like, oh, this is something where you're gonna, I can't live my life unless I buy this service so I can just play this one game.
I think that would be a misstep.
To me, Google is about, here's this thing you're already doing. We're
Right.
going to present a way for you to do it better or easier or cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so here these games are already playing on your phone or on your PC that can run on Chromecast. And here it's going to be all in one. And because you've got your, whatever service you're already paying for, here's some free stuff thrown in that you already, you can get.
I think for sure also because it's Google's whole entire existence is just to get you to see more ads. I would not be surprised if either it's bundled in with their already YouTube Red, Google Music Unlimited, whatever service, or Google Drive or whatever, or it's another service monthly that you can pay for. But I would not be surprised if there's a free version
Oh yeah.
that serves ads.
Yeah. They just want to know our habits.
Yeah.
They want to know which games we'll click on. They want to know which thumbnails we like. They want that information.
And I mean, it's going to integrate with Google Play Store. So any games you've already bought that are compatible with this system, you'll already have.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I bet you're so right. Okay, well, that's something to look forward to. I found the original thing. It was 2 years that they were floating the idea around. It's codenamed Yeti, but it is now close to possible hardware. And again, that means that like it could still just disappear.
Yeah.
And we'll never talk about it again.
Could be years off if it even comes out.
I thought about Google Glass the other day.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was.
Glass. Mm-hmm. They're done, or they just not only a couple people own those, or what?
I think they're officially done. I
They-
think Google
they decided
Google
not
Glass
to
is
do it,
officially
yeah.
done. Yeah.
But I mean, that's the thing. Google does that.
Yeah.
They try stuff.
It
They dump
didn't. It
it.
didn't feel like a failure. I look back on
Yeah.
that like, oh, they, swung and missed on that one. They're just like, look at this weird thing we built. Okay, moving on.
I think that's how they thought of it too. It's like, we're doing this because it's fun. Yeah.
so.
We got the money. Why not?
Controller little service. Try out some streaming
yeah, you're right.
and just shift the library around for whatever games work.
The question is, will you get one?
Will I get one?
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah, no.
not with my internet.
I probably
man.
would. I'd
Watch it
probably
win
give a
the
shot.
group stream selection committee.
Yeah, I mean,
Some dumb like
Google
exclusive
Yeti.
bejeweled clone or something.
I almost believe because I hate the
Why did I put that idea in there?
disruptive technology and all that, but I feel like Google could make a good controller. They made a very different VR headset. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we use sweater fabric or something on this. You know what I mean? Like
That's
their
like the new
controller could be
thing.
totally bizarre.
That's the new thing. All these things have fabric on them, and I'm like, that's just gonna collect dust, guys. What?
What?
All these little speakers and Google Home and all
Everything collects fabric.
everything does collect fabric.
Sorry.
Dust.
Everything collects dust.
No, I know everything does collect dust, but you can just swipe dust
Oh,
off.
but you can't swipe your fabrics.
you have to vacuum a fabric.
Yeah, yeah. You got to vacuum your
Come
VR
on,
headset.
You gotta vacuum your
Maybe
VR headset.
Maybe Google's gonna make a little vacuum. Maybe check.
It's all part of it.
Go to yeah.
It's all part of a
I
plan.
just like little microorganisms that just like float around your apartment, watching what you say and what you do, so they still
Oh,
get their
yeah, yeah,
information.
yeah.
But yeah, they will clean up your apartment.
I mean, we're getting there, dude. Elon Musk. I just found out the other day that the new Tesla charging thing apparently is like an autonomous tentacle that seeks out the charging port and then puts itself into it.
oh,
what?
it's one of those like robot arms that can like find its own path.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Like that's a thing that that you can have now.
Yes.
Judgment Day Jones is
Oh, yeah.
coming.
Oh, dude, it's
soon.
great. He straight up is just like, what if we just do cool sci-fi stuff because I want to.
Yep.
I remember
Clock's
asking someone that like owned a self-parking car. That was like, no. They're like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I hit a button
Omar
and
did.
and it parks.
Oh, I was
like-
sitting in Omar's car and it parked itself. The
I
other
don't
day.
believe you.
The
They're
new
like,
Teslas?
It does. I can drive you around right now. And I was like, I don't think I'd believe you even if I was sitting in the car and it was
Yeah.
doing it. Like that.
Believe it, baby. I've sat in a car that did it.
Wow.
The new Teslas, it goes one step further, my friend. The new Teslas will apparently, you can get out, go into the restaurant, and it'll drive around looking for parking on its own. I'm not kidding. This is apparently
On the
a
road
thing.
right now.
Apparently, that's what I've heard.
I'm gonna freak out.
I mean,
if
I don't
just
have a
see a car
Tesla.
driving with no one in it.
I don't know how it's allowed if this is happening, but
Yeah.
like, apparently they can do that, is what I've been told.
Do you all hear that? Sounds like it's podcast halftime.
The following are the official sponsors of Easy Allies for the month of February. Scorn, an atmospheric horror adventure currently in development at Ebb Software, set in a nightmarish universe of odd forms and somber tapestry. Go to scorn-game.com for more information. JoJo Dent Co., your friendly automotive dent repair expert. If you are currently an Easy A patron and are in the Denver metropolitan area, tweet at FastMower if you would like to have your minor door dings repaired, free of charge. Brent Klaus. Brent Klaus is a 2D animator and illustrator specializing in motion graphics and art direction. He produces animated content for brands using bold colors, fun character animation, and will sneak in a video game reference wherever he can. You can find him and his work on Twitter at Brent Klaus. iKeyless. Since 2002, iKeyless has specialized in replacement automotive keys and remotes. They can save you up to 75% off dealership prices. Visit their updated website at iKeyless.com and use promo code EZA at checkout for free shipping and an additional 17% off of your order. Mango. Sweet Justice, a sound design company based in England that's worked on Battlefield, Mirror's Edge, Injustice 2, Call of Duty, Cuphead, and a load of indies. Check out their website at www.sweetjustice.audio. Hogue Law Business Law Firm. Whether you're starting a business at level 1, stuck fighting the dreaded fundraising boss, or finally cashing out with a well-earned high score, you need a good business lawyer at your side. Rick Hogue started Hogue Law to bring more than a decade of experience to companies like yours and is proud to support the Allies. Check him out at hoeglaw.com. L. Fanis. All of these links are available in the description. Thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you,
you.
sponsors. We are debuting a new segment this week. It's called Yuut. Activision Blizzard made $4 billion on microtransactions last year.
Yep.
Now it's time for love and respect.
Oh, we are Desmond.
Love and respect.
How dare you interrupt love and respect? Got him. How dare
Got
you.
him.
All right, this is interesting. This is something we don't discuss too much, but I agree is important. This comes to us from Jared Buffington.
Nice name.
Good name. How important is enemy design to your enjoyment of a game?
Yes.
I'm playing Monster Hunter World right now, and because of its care in making believable enemies that feel like real creatures. I think back to last year with 2 games that both had boring black sludge monsters as enemies, Resident Evil 7 and Prey. Both of these games lack creativity, left me wanting, and in the case of Prey, caused me to stop playing the game. Has anyone in the panel had a similar reaction to enemy design in games?
Where we stopped playing?
Yeah, and not necessarily that, but like the opposite reaction. Like he's loving Monster Hunter World because the enemies are so well designed.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's something that I think in a review it's like insane if you spend too much time on, but it is really important in games.
That it's incredible, Monster Hunter, the enemy design.
What about it?
Each one, not only do they all feel like real creatures, but they all feel distinct from each other. There are definite types. You've got your bird wyverns, your fanged wyverns, your brute wyverns, but those feel similar to each other, So like the dragon type guys.
Yeah, there's like 4 of the same dragon.
Yeah, but
sure.
but each one of them has a different element to them. Like Rathian will scratch you and poison you with its fangs or claws, and like Rathalos will try to breathe fire on you.
Oh, they all
like,
do that.
They do different things though. Like they're not all
No,
poison.
they all do that.
Which all?
The
Shut
the
down.
blue one does, for sure.
All the Rathians do.
Yeah, the blue one and the
But
green
I'm talking
one.
about like Rathian versus Rathalos.
Yeah,
do
that's just the
different
red
things.
one, right? The green and the red.
Rathalos is the male, and Rathian
This conversation
is the female.
is so confusing to me.
I'm out. I'm tuned out.
Well,
We need to
Let's
go
go. Like,
macro.
no.
We need to
Diablos doesn't poison you with its claws.
I know, but I've
nor
seen,
does
I've seen those
Rathalos
dragons.
We need
that-
to zoom out
The
here.
colored ones. The green, the red, the blue, and the pink.
Those are all
this.
just versions
I
of
beg
Rathian.
you.
Rathian. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the colored. I'm just talking about the different.
Okay,
monsters.
begin corrections music, please.
My whole point is they feel different. They feel alive.
Yes.
Like Kuluyaku will like pick up a rock and protect itself, and
Yeah.
it's
Hit you with
precious
it,
and
yeah.
sad.
I like the little goober enemies who are just kind of walking around.
Right, and
too.
then there are
Yeah.
the small monsters, and it feels like a living world. God, that game is so good.
Yeah, but I also agree that like you kind of. I mean, the game usually is killing things, no matter what game we're playing, and like you kind of want to just hate the things that you're killing, and so I think enemy design is incredibly important.
Sure.
Monster Hunter gets to it's a little problematic because like everyone who's played it for the first time that I've been around has
Yeah.
been like, I don't want to kill that thing. Like, why are we killing these things? We're monsters. Like,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
terrible.
They're hunters, baby.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, their society I think is based more on they use every part of it, and
Yeah.
but like, yeah, sometimes you feel pretty bad for killing these things.
In Final Fantasy 15, they make sure that all of the hunts that you go on are endangering the environment, and so you're like, oh, okay, that monster is going to hurt that environment. I'm
yeah.
kind of evening things out,
Yeah,
like hunters with deer.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
behemoth is right next to this gas station. We got to take that
I
out.
gotta take that out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm even into games where it's just there's a variety of type of enemies. Like, for example, a Souls game. There's so many different types of enemies that usually fit into a certain area they're based around.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's strictly the variety. I think there's something really important about their designs.
Yeah.
Well, good design is rooted in the world or the story in some cases. Like Souls, a lot of the enemies have justification for existing within that world. Like a lot of them are like, these are these old guards that became this thing or like whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, Silent Hill 2 is an amazing example of that where it's like, this
Yeah.
is his internal psychosis manifested as a monster. Like
Nice.
that kind of stuff. The stuff that gets me, and come after me if you want, I don't care. But like, like Uncharted and stuff like that, where it's just like, hey, this weird other archaeologist has a whole bunch of money and literally hundreds of dudes willing to die for him.
Yeah.
Like he just has a personal army coming after Nathan Drake, and Nathan Drake just mows them down.
It's a lot of guys.
That's where I check out. Like that kind of stuff where it's just like, these are human beings that are just coming in waves out of jeeps and getting shot in the face. And none of them are being like, screw this. Like, I don't want to do this.
That's kind of
That's
like something like
insane.
Half-Life 2, where they all have masks and are all communicating with each other, and so you get a sense that, like, I don't know, who knows how many people are in this force that's being sent after me, I don't like that. That's why I kind of get tuned out of zombie games, even though I love them so much. But if, like, I get the idea that, like, I'm not actually doing anything. Every time I go back into this room, there's going to be 50 zombies here. And it's like, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
But
that's how I feel in
think
Uncharted 2.
One of the things that I've noticed lately, actually, that I think is important just for me is if you're going to introduce an enemy and identify that enemy at a certain skill level, and I know this doesn't have to do with, like, visual design, but just kind of like the numbers behind how you run different enemy types. If I bump into that enemy later and it's the same exact enemy type, same color, same animation, same everything, but, like, now it's level 20. Like, oh, come on. Like,
Yeah.
Whereas if I'm getting stronger and then I see that thing out in the field, it's going to be so satisfying if I can just run up and one-shot it. I'm like, yes,
Jones, I love
I'm a
that
better
feeling too, yeah.
thing. I'm a better soldier, I'm a better hunter, a better whatever. And now I can go out, and take these things out.
Yeah.
I do like, it is kind of cheap now because they've done it for so long, but I do like the fight the boss, but it becomes a regular enemy later. So you're just used to, like, oh, wow, I remember the beginning of the game when I, just fighting one of those things was a trial. And now I got to deal with 3 of them with a bunch of little tiny guys.
Capra Demon.
Capra
Kyle.
demons. Yeah.
Taurus
favorite-
Demon, too.
Yeah.
Taurus
Yep.
Demon shows that there's like 6 of them at the end. And you're like, what?
Jones, I do hate it at the end of, like, an old Final Fantasy, though. Maybe I'm thinking of 4. Just where, like, it's the final dungeon and, like, everybody's a boss from earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I think the
don't.
last 30% of a game is where your enemy design, where you cash in or not.
Yeah.
Whether you clearly, that's where I just, like, bail usually on RPGs. Where, like, okay, or not necessarily bail. Like, I don't know if I've ever left a game because of poor enemy design, but there's definitely fatigue. Like, certainly when you get near the
Again,
end.
you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Neo is a good example of that, where you fight the same kind of types of things quite a bit later on.
Yeah. I remember
those
Ben saying that in the
demon
review,
ogre
actually.
guys,
Yeah.
And like Monster Hunter again, like I've got 100+ hours into this game, and like there are a couple of monsters that I've only fought once or twice, and like I beat the game before having fought 2 or 3 of the monsters, like that's really cool that they have that late game stuff.
And I totally relate, actually, on this other side of this. When I saw Prey's black goo monsters, I was checked out hard.
Sure.
I like slimes, don't like goo monsters. I don't want to ever fight a goo monster.
I don't like shooting little things.
Ooh,
that's
that's a
not
good one.
attractive to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's that little guy. Try to shoot him. Like,
That is almost always a pain in the butt. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's a good one. Yeah, I want to hear more enemies that we're not interested in fighting.
Maybe it's like a bonus thing. If I'm in an area and there's a bunch of little guys and there's like a little gold dude that, like,
Yeah.
oh, get him. Like the
Yeah.
guys in Bloodborne that'll, like, run away
Yeah.
from you.
Oh, yeah.
If it's
Nightmares.
like, oh, little
Living
prize, like, that's not everything you're fighting. It's just that one little guy.
Yeah.
That's if they have like a cool prize, that's an exception. But
Also, props to Fortnite because they update their character designs when they do holidays and stuff like that. I like when they did the Christmas thing. There are guys that carry a big, like, kerosene thing that they'll light and then throw at you. And they made them like little fat Santa Clauses with presents. I'm like, oh, nice. Okay.
Fortnite's so huge.
what a weird game.
Fortnite's big.
Every
Battle
time I
Royale.
see
I'm
like,
playing the mode everyone's not playing.
every time I see like a tweet, it's always like, this got 30,000 likes. So like, whoa. And it's just like, yeah, this is my best Fortnite moment or something like that.
That's funny.
I like the dances too.
Eco.
Ugh, they only have 2.
What?
They have 2 emotes, and they're both dancing. Like, come on.
Really?
You can't buy
There's
more.
no other emotes. I've not found the store where you can
The
buy
game's
them.
not even out yet.
Maybe in Battle Royale.
One was like
they
a
have different
1-to-1
emotes.
recreation of Turk from Scrubs. Is that one of the 2 dances?
I have a ride the pony dance
Uh-huh.
and another just a regular, just a little.
Turk.
I think
Running
there's
Man
more than 2
dance.
dances. I think there's more than 2.
Maybe it's character specific or something. I don't know.
Maybe each character has a different.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just surprised when I went to the emote screen. There were 2. I was like, you don't have like a cheer or like a good job.
Fall to your
That'd be
knees.
nice.
Praise the
Jones, I
sun.
feel like there's got to be more than 2. I mean,
maybe I haven't-
bring on
yeah.
the correction. We'll figure
Maybe
that out.
Eco has.
I'd be
smoke
happy
monsters,
to be corrected. I'm gonna go get some.
Yeah, those suck.
Which
The Shadow
suck.
Monsters.
You know what? I hate every fight in Eco except for
Yeah.
the last one.
Every combat in Eco. Again, for me,
Yeah.
like Uncharted, it just feels like this shouldn't even be here. Why is this here?
Oh, they just keep spawning until they don't spawn anymore.
Right.
Oh,
Until
I hate
you like
those, yeah.
leave the area, like or whatever,
to-
like
yeah.
solve the puzzle
Or run away, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you just beat them until they stop.
Yeah. It's terrible.
PS2.
That is really bad. Actually.
Like I love that game, but damn.
PS2.
Yeah.
And as long as we're giving thumbs down and thumbs up. Thumbs
Yeah.
up for Evil Within 2. Evil Within 2, the last 30% 90% of that game throws some weird stuff at you.
yeah.
And does a good job of maybe referencing some stuff from Evil Within 1 and just some...
And the Why Me monsters.
There's just a great gauntlet at the end of that game where I'm like, whoa. Like,
I'm just thinking like a lot of the enemies in that game are just like the zombie dudes.
sure.
And maybe there's one on fire at a point. They're all like the kind of...
There were definite types, yeah, because it was the open world nature.
Yeah.
They want you to spot the fire guy from a distance. And, ooh, I know
There's
how to
some
fight
like
that
definitely
guy.
some weird, crazy things in that game though.
Escalation is really
Yeah,
important.
it's the end of that game. It's where it counts
Yeah.
for longevity.
Where's my daughter?
It's cool. I think enemy design is almost more important than protagonist design in a way. I don't know if I'm ready to make that argument, but yeah, I think it's incredibly important. And so yeah, interesting question.
Depends on the game, I imagine.
I like playing Skyrim in VR because you can't look at yourself. So it's like, yeah, I got new armor. Anyway,
You're like, oh.
Anyway, you can't look down and see your body.
well, you can look down, but there's nothing. Yeah.
Oh, has nothing to do with anything, but I did that Star Wars VR experience in downtown Disney.
Well, how do you get into that? Do you have to like send an appointment or buy tickets in advance?
We had a reservation. The guy said that Friday, Saturday, Sunday it sells out.
All right.
During the week, it's like dead. You could just
Great.
walk in.
Okay.
And I think they have a certain number of walk-in tickets that they allot or something. Because I heard him say they were out of them.
Like earlier in the day, obviously, just like fast passes.
Right.
and
But
stuff.
the
Okay.
weekend is like sold out apparently.
Right.
But we made an appointment like a month in advance and had a time.
What do you do?
So you go in with 4 people. It's backpack VR. The
Whoa.
dream is real.
No, it's
Do you bump into each
super
other?
stoked.
You could bump each other. Like the craziest thing. Okay, so you walk in, you see a little video. It's set before Rogue One.
Whoa.
I don't want to spoil too much, but like,
Okay.
they take you in. You get suited up. You're hooked to the wall of the backpack at first. They put on the backpack. You tighten all the straps. You put on the helmet. They tell you where the volume knobs are, and then you adjust the visor, and then you flip it back up, and you walk into this like area, and it has basically just like cubicle rooms set up, like in whatever configuration. I saw that the room we entered was next to the room that we exited. So you do move, and you walk. And you're not strapped in when you... They unhook you once you're ready, and you're free roaming. They're not hooked up to anything.
And so the space is 1-to-1 to what
The
you're seeing in
space
the
is
virtual
1-to-1.
world.
So like,
Wow.
so in the thing, the thing that blew my mind, and it's not like perfect tech. It was kind of janky sometimes, but they were like, all right, give me a thumbs up when you're all ready. And like, you're masquerading as stormtroopers. So like, you can see each other. And it was really funny because you're stormtroopers of your own actual height, because it can track where your head is and makes you. So like, my friend and I were the same height. And then Sophia was with us, and she's shorter than we are. So like, there's just this short little stormtrooper going around.
Did you say, aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?
Oh God, I should have.
Damn it!
But the person was like, all right, give me a thumbs up and I'll start everything up, you know? And so then we were all just like, okay, but we're in VR, and we were like, okay, thumbs up. And I see my hand go up and give a thumbs up as a stormtrooper hand.
No.
I'm not wearing anything on my hands.
Yeah.
It's just tracking my hands. And I thought at first that it was the room tracking everyone's hands. And I'm like, this is insane tech. But apparently the visor has a little thing, like a sensor that senses your hands in front of it,
Whoa.
which is still great.
That's still pretty cool.
But yeah, so your hands are in it, and it just shows you your hands apropos of nothing. It's magic. And like, you can see your friends and you can touch your friends, and like, but they do a good job. The arena is set up, it's all mapped 1-to-1 to it. If there's a button that you have to push, there's a button that you push. And
In real life?
you see it, yeah, and you actually push the same button in the exact same place.
oh, I want
in the
I
thing.
want to do
pumped.
this.
I'm so
there's
pumped.
there's a
Very
part
cool.
you start without a gun, and you find a gun later, and you reach out and you pick up a gun, and you have the gun, and you start shooting, you know.
That's unreal.
It's
yeah.
crazy. And apparently, like, someone else said that they touched a few other things that, like, I assumed you couldn't touch, but they were like, I reached out and his arm was there. I don't know. It was moving.
Cool.
So, like, I don't know if it's just, like, a guy making this thing move or what they're doing, but, like, they made it pretty good where, like, a lot of the things you can, like, sometimes I tried to touch a panel on the wall and it was just, like, glass or
Sure.
whatever. But, like, yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Wow.
That's sweet.
And
Okay.
the
that's
tech
at
was
Disneyland.
good. It's a downtown Disney. It's
Disney,
called
yeah.
The Void.
The Void.
Is the thing, and then Secrets of the Empire is the name of the actual VR part of it was maybe 15 minutes. Your appointment time is half an hour
Whoa.
because you get suited up, see the little video, and then go in.
Nice.
It's like $30.
Was there actual good secrets of the Empire?
Kind of. It was interesting.
No spoilers.
Death Star
Yeah, I'm not
tech,
gonna
I
spoil
bet.
anything.
Yeah.
Death Star tech.
Death Star Dang. We got another love and respect thing. We can put that in the timestamps.
Sure.
The Void.
Yeah, sorry, I
Secrets
didn't.
of the Empire.
I just realized that I should probably mention it because I
Ah,
did it and it was awesome.
Good story. I like
And
that
it was
one.
like the Monster Hunter.
I've been
of
waiting
VR.
on a first-person review of that, so thank you, man.
Oh yeah, I had fun, dude.
Yeah,
I would do it again, and they said that
I keep forgetting it's there, so
Right.
I need to schedule it.
and go and do it because they said that's a permanent facility, but the story is going to
Secrets
swap
of the Empire
out.
is gonna change.
So Secret of the Empire
yeah.
will change eventually.
Yeah.
Like, and he doesn't know if they're going to
I
want to
want
do more
those to
Star
keep- I want
Wars
them
or
to
what.
Just keep banging those out.
That's cool. It sounds
There
like
were like 3 of those
an
a
escape
year.
room.
Yeah. I mean, the person who worked there was unsure what the future stuff would be, but said that location was permanent, and then stories will just be
Avengers.
cycled.
So neat.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Then Avatar.
Ian, you Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was
Animal
thinking,
Kingdom is doing an Avatar land. Yeah,
I was
so
thinking
that
of The
makes
Last Airbender.
yeah.
As you should.
Ian, you are the host of Reaction Shots, the Easy Allies movie and film
accurate
podcast.
Yeah.
We have a game about movies that I think is kind of clever.
I've heard of movies.
I realize that you are all multifaceted people with many hobbies. More than a few of the allies are into movies, so I'm submitting a movie trivia game called Which Game is in the Frame?
Well, I'm out.
Oh, nice.
Your job is to tell me which video game I'm referring to from these movies and TV shows.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Winner gets to tell us your favorite video game movie. All right, you decided the winner for me. Okay.
I just want to say a video
Nice.
game moment where I really, really appreciated. One thing that pissed me off as a kid.
Wait, it might be one of these. It might be one of these.
Okay, all right.
Save it.
I'll save it. Sorry.
See if you win.
Princess Bride.
It's a deep cut.
Okay.
I would be impressed if it pops up.
All right.
Jump on it.
And I like these are fun. All right. In 2008, Catherine Bigelow directed The Hurt Locker. She won an Oscar, and I'm sure the appreciation of Microsoft for featuring which Xbox exclusive game?
Dude, no idea.
Gotta be Halo.
Gears of War?
Gears
Probably.
of War.
Oh,
Yes.
probably
Yes.
Bruce.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about movies.
2008 though. That's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2. Tony Soprano could give Damiani a run for his money when he disciplined his son by beating him at this Nintendo 64 game in 1999.
Mario Kart.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, Mario Kart. Yeah.
I'm going to the first person who says it.
Damn, Brad.
All right.
Mario Kart 64, by the way.
Never seen that show.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've never seen the Sopranos.
Yeah, that's what I like the clues. Yeah, they gave it the
That
context
Damiani
clues.
clue.
Yep.
It's also a TV show, but anyway.
He said TV shows.
Oh, he did? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was just
Yeah.
a movie.
Settle down, Jones.
Dial the snark back.
It was me who introduced this by saying, Ian, you were
right.
host of the movie
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah, that's on me, Jones. Boys in the Hood is a movie about the mean streets of L.A. Which NES classic did a young boy use as an escape in 1991?
Oh God, it's been so long since
Yeah,
I
I've
saw
never
that
seen
movie.
it. I'm gonna say Dragon Warrior.
Mario. Oh, it's been so long. I don't remember.
Jones?
Sonic the Hedgehog. No idea.
NES
Nintendo.
classic.
NES
Nintendo.
classic,
Don't
sorry.
do this.
My ears are not working, sorry.
Duck Hunt is the game.
Oh.
Yeah. Fun fact is Zapper looked an awful lot like a revolver to create tension in the scene. Nice. Number 4. Ed won't move on with his life and prefers to play this PlayStation 2 FPS. Ironically, he refuses to move on with his death at the end of Shaun of the Dead in 2004.
Oh,
shooter?
Oh, what game were they playing? He said PlayStation?
PlayStation 2 FPS.
Killzone.
Time Splitters?
Time Splitters!
Nice.
Whoa,
Jones!
dude.
Nice.
I just wanted to get one.
That was a poll, dude. It is a
Yeah,
funny.
I remember them
I like the
sitting
end
there,
of
but
Shaun
I
of the
couldn't
Dead,
remember
yeah.
the TV shot. Yeah.
Good poll, dude.
Wasn't that on Xbox? Also.
I think
Yeah,
they were holding
yeah.
PlayStation controllers, though,
Oh, okay.
if I recall.
This PlayStation 2 classic helps Adam Sandler get...
Shadow of the Colossus.
Yes.
In what?
Reign Over Me, the 9/11 movie.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well done,
Who's
Brad.
seen that?
I don't know why I've seen that part.
I
just knew that.
Kotaku made a big deal about it at the time.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen that movie.
I've read the interview about using that movie for that part.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that movie.
I know the association, but I've never seen that film.
He, uses it to get over trauma or something?
yeah.
Wow.
And
Big
it
things
kind of
falling over.
represents. Yeah.
Sure. All
Yeah.
right. I can see the corollary there.
Matthew Broderick is nearly late for class at the very beginning of 1983's War Games. Which
God.
game is he busy playing at the arcade? Oh, jeez. We're going to have to skip this one because the answer is not written down.
Probably Space Invaders. I don't know.
Galaga.
You want to take... I mean, I have no idea what the answer is.
I don't remember. I've never
Yeah.
seen War Games,
The
actually.
Discs of Tron would be sweet. But
Sean, you heard
God,
us.
Discs of Tron is so good.
You hurt me on that one, Sean. Okay, number 7.
Could be a print error.
True, it could be on us.
what I want to know is that game in Big real
The wizard one?
that he's trying to beat.
No way, dude.
Crazy that they designed that, created that just for the film.
Yeah, I think there's like 3 screens, though. It like changes 3 times. Does he beat it at the end of the movie?
He does, and I don't get that moment. I don't understand. He like has a realization. He's like,
Yeah.
use the something pod. And you're like, is that right? Did you get it? Did you figure it out? Because
What a dumb... You're right.
it's like one of those moments, because we've all had that where we're like, this is impossible. And then
Yeah.
like we wait a day, and then we
Yeah.
come back, we beat it right away.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah, yeah.
it's one of those things where like, he just needed to get out of his head. Oh, I use this thermal pod, or I don't know
Right.
what he uses. Or is it like, because you've matured,
Right.
that you're smarter about thermal pods?
Yes,
or whatever?
what a dumb device to show character growth.
weird. Yeah.
Is he solved a little puzzle
As a
in an
kid, I was
adventure
like,
game.
nice. And as an adult, it's like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yes.
Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, we should be just like going downstairs and saying, "Mom, I love you. I love you." Actually, you know what I mean? Like, it should have been that. All right. Which Babies game is a young Elijah Wood surprised that Marty McFly is
yeah.
excited about in Back to the Future 2?
Oh, God. Sure Shot?
Burger Time?
Dead.
You want a hint? Because there's a hint here.
Come on,
It's
Jones, you better know.
foreshadowing to Back to the
Right,
Future
right.
3.
This is a cowboy
Dead
game.
Shot.
Sunset Riders.
Oh, is it an actual game?
It's an
I
actual
thought
game.
the game
yeah.
was, it said
What is that game? The Gunsmoke? Or,
Wild Gunman.
Wild
Wild
Gunman.
Gunman.
Okay.
Yeah.
that's a real game?
Yeah.
I always thought that was
I
fake.
think it's an NES game.
But then he gets at his he's a dead shot in it. That's like his
Oh, gotcha.
or dead shot or whatever
That
it's
was the
called.
correlation,
Because
gotcha.
later he says I'm a dead shot or crack shot. I'm
Crack
a crack
shot.
shot at that. Because it says crack shot on the screen.
Crack shit.
That's why I thought it was called that.
J.J. Abrams had a slightly older Elijah Wood playing the SNES game in 1992's Forever Young.
Oh God.
Forever Young.
Yeah, I've
Never
never
seen
heard
it.
that before.
Oh my God.
J.J. Abrams directed that.
No idea.
Elijah Wood.
SNES game.
It's a classic.
92.
ActRaiser.
Let's narrow this down. So 92 is when it came out.
Bubsy.
91 is when they shot it. That's launch year of the Super
Super Mario World?
F-Zero.
F-Zero.
Nice. Yes, there it
Oh
is.
yeah, that's a cool thing to play. In
Nice.
a movie.
The Children in Beethoven, 1992,
Beethoven.
witnessed
Wow, what?
animal cruelty while playing on the Power Glove. What game were they playing?
Animal
Oh
cruelty.
my
Yeah, I have no idea what
God.
scene that's referring to.
What?
Sorry? Tetris?
Wait, animal cruelty in the game?
No, it's not in the game.
Wait, the Power Glove is the Nintendo one, or is
Yes.
that the
Yeah,
weird
it's
PlayStation
NES
one?
one.
Wait.
So it is an NES
I'm sorry.
game.
They're witnessing animal cruelty?
Yeah, I assume like just like
In the
they're-
movie.
I assume like there's a scene that opens with them playing with the Power Glove, and then like
Yeah.
the bad guy says, "I'm gonna get you, Beethoven."
Power Glove.
Who remembers Beethoven?
Whatever that
dude?
racing game was.
I've seen Beethoven
It's Mario 3. I would have never guessed.
on a Power Glove.
Yeah, that's probably the.
What a
funny
I
part.
had
Gimmick.
a weird PlayStation Power Glove too at one point, like a weird one. You like turned like this.
Weird.
It was
Aw.
very strange.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
Parents just buy things, right?
Yeah, I was like, I can play with one hand. It's cool.
This one is specifically for Huber, who's not here. What 2 games was John Connor playing at the arcade in Terminator 2?
Afterburner was one of them.
I'll give you a point for
It's
that.
the swivel arcade
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Because that's when he leans in and
Yeah.
points at the cop.
Well done.
Outrun?
No.
Damn.
The motorcycle one? Is it the motorcycle? I thought it was
Missile
on-
I
Command?
thought he was doing like a racing
Missile
game.
Command.
Nice.
Double
Whoa,
points for
Double
Jones.
Jones.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You say it doesn't hold up. You'll never defend Terminator 2, but you got those 2 arcade games. And then we have basically we got a golden snitch at the end. This was worth 3 points.
There are points.
Yeah.
Oh.
Currently, Jones is at 4. Brad's at 3. Ian, you have 0 points.
Yeah, I don't. These are all weird.
I thought Brad was
blind
in the
spots
lead.
for me.
No, you just got 2, but dude.
Yeah, you just got 2.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Badoo.
In 1995's movie Hackers, Crash Override beats
damn it.
Acid Burn in a video game at a cool raver club. The game never came out in real life. But
Oh,
what
God.
was the
Daikatana?
pre-beta of that?
Oh, that came out.
But was the
Shit.
pre-beta of what game?
The pre-beta.
Is it that weird one that like has the rumors of like making people go crazy?
Polybius? Or whatever. No.
Polybius?
So actually, it was a pre-beta of a game that is out.
Okay.
The game that I see in parentheses is the game that people could play. I've never seen hackers.
God.
Quake? I don't know.
No.
Never seen it either.
Jones got a guess?
Not at all.
Wipeout.
Oh, okay.
So was it a racing game? It was like the
Dude, I
hovered.
saw Hackers once.
Yeah,
like
I don't remember
3 or 4
I
years
saw it on
ago because I was like,
VHS
I never saw
billion
this. Let's
years
do
I was
it.
expecting PC games
Yeah.
from hackers.
Jones took the game. Special thanks to Kyle for picking my question, and I hope the panel enjoyed playing Sean.
And my game wasn't on the
Sean.
list. My
was- oh, yeah, you've
My
won
Blue
the right-
Heaven with Steve Martin. Anybody?
I've never seen that.
My Steve Martin plays a gangster that goes into witness protection, I think, and Rick Moranis is an agent that is assigned to look after him or get info from him or something.
Great cast.
And Moranis is in like some hotel room somewhere, and they're just like cooped up, like just like bored in the hotel room, and they are playing Super Mario Brothers on an NES controller with the original sound effects. And I remember at the time being like, whoa, because it's always like, I recognize the game, but you hear it's just really generic,
Right.
you know, like, oh, that's not the way that sounds, or like the way they're
Yes.
moving the controller.
Sure.
And like he is playing Super Mario Brothers. Like that
I
was
got
very
a trivia
clearly.
question for you.
Okay.
What game was Tum Tum playing in Three Ninjas?
Oh, I don't know. What do you
It's
got?
on his Game Gear, right?
No.
I do
That's
think it's a
Surf
Sega
Ninjas.
game.
Oh, that's
though.
Surf
I'm thinking
Ninjas.
it's a Sega game.
No.
Oh,
Incorrect. NES.
Tum Tum.
Tum Tum.
Wait,
Tum
Three
Tum?
Ninjas? He didn't have a Game Gear?
No.
Is it a ninja game?
No.
Oh,
Taz.
No.
I give up.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Oh, nice. Mario 3.
Also in the Wizard, a
been
very
a lot of
prolific
movies, yeah.
movie game. yeah.
Marketing, baby.
I just thought
What's
of
the baseball game he's playing in the beginning of Princess Bride? It's on like a Nintendo, I think.
Bases Loaded, I think.
Bad News Baseball.
RBI Baseball was my NES game, but I think it might be Bases Loaded.
I have
RBI,
I have a paleontologist moment actually. What I was just thinking of is I can't remember the informant, the Bryan Cranston movie where he's just like he's undercover and drug stuff.
The
Anyway,
Informant is
a whole
that-
other movie.
That's the one with what's his name?
Yeah.
Matt Damon.
Oh yeah, actually you're right. So it's not the informant. It's a Bryan Cranston movie. It's not very good.
Yeah.
It opens. It's like the 70s, right? He's walking in an arcade, and there's the Sonic the Hedgehog version of air hockey, and I'm like, that can't be. That's not right. This is impossible. I know.
Throws his popcorn. leaves
Yeah,
the theater.
that was me.
Because what year is it supposed to be?
70s. It's so checked out.
Oh,
That
what?
Sonic the
That's
Hedgehog air
insane.
hockey game is like 2000s. era.
Yeah.
Let's
That was
try
like in
Bryan
Lost when
Cranston.
they did the flash forward, and I was like, that phone didn't exist then.
Yeah.
And then they
I
were like,
know.
it's a flash forward, and I'm like,
All right, let's do one more question.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, Ian, I saw a tweet. This is interesting.
I saw a tweet.
I saw a tweet. This comes to us from Dan Tunicliffe. Hey, allies. With stage 1 of the Overwatch League over, what are your guys' initial thoughts? I saw a few allies go to Blizzard Arena.
Yeah, I was there the other
Yeah,
day.
you.
Yeah, tell me about that, Ian. And
Yeah.
There's some more nice things in this. We'll say those earlier.
Oh,
Compliments.
should I talk about
Yes.
Blizzard Arena?
Yeah, talk about Blizzard Arena. Like, Ian, you went to watch esports live.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Blizzard Arena is crazy. LED screens for days.
Mm-hmm.
They're not projected. They're giant LED screens.
Jay Leno's old studio.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Funny.
they
Yeah,
bought it, right?
it's up at
Yeah.
Burbank Studio in Burbank. It says Blizzard Arena. Has a little store when you walk in. It's very nice. Everything's very great. Concession stand, everything. It's very funny because we were there on like a Wednesday or Thursday, I think. Yeah, Thursday, and so it wasn't full. When we got there at like 11 in the morning.
So they
and
don't sell out?
This one didn't, but
Oh, okay.
Friday and Saturday did.
Okay.
But Thursday did not. It was during the day. We got there at like 2 actually, and we were there until 8 or 9.
Whoa, though.
It was a long time.
That's
Very
more
long.
than any sport.
My body was sore. Dude, the finals on Saturday went from 11 a.m. to like maybe 11 p.m. Like it was like 12 hours. It was insanity.
That is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. But and you're like looking up and like getting all tired. It was crazy. But they stage the audience. They have a couple of people whose job is to fill seats. So like if someone gets up, if a group gets up and goes to the bathroom, they'll come by and be like, is anyone sitting there? And then they'll like put other people there. They'll move people that are cosplaying so that they'll be in the background. People with
Sure.
signs, they move around.
Yeah.
They stage the audience in the bottom area. Then there's a big stadium like seating thing up there, and that's just whatever. But yeah, it was just something funny. They have I couldn't see what the broadcast cameras they were using. It looked like they had people with roving. It was hard to tell the bodies because they had the matte box stuff around them, but they looked like the size of C300s or FS5s. But then they had the Blackmagic little studio cams, the little ones, Micro Studio or whatever they're called, where they don't have any buttons or like a screen on them. They have some buttons, but they don't have a screen. You have to view them through SDI cables or HDMI cables, but they had those for the little webcams on the faces. Lots of tech. Very cool stuff. Yeah, we were in a couple of shots. They get shots of the audience to like pepper into montages and stuff. It was really fun.
So, how many matches do you watch over the course of those hours and hours?
We saw 6 teams face each other, so 3 groups of 2.
Okay.
And they play 4 maps each.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another fun fact about the Blizzard Studio. Apparently, there's a thing above the whole audience that corresponds to the like checkpoint percentage. You know, like so it's like you have point.
Oh, they're like taking over the
you
base.
have
or whatever?
yeah, like
Yeah.
you've hit checkpoint 1 of getting point A or whatever. And it fills at the same rate and the same color of the team until it fills all the way up. Apparently, that's somebody's job. That's manual.
Oh, so like,
The
so like
light-
crank it.
The light thing above
Yeah.
the audience because
Oh my God.
they couldn't figure out a way to like tie it into the computer, so they
Yeah.
just have someone
do it, Todd.
They're just like, Todd, just go do it. Do the meter, Todd. Which is really funny.
And Todd's like, can I take a bathroom break? They're like, no.
They're like, are they capturing a point, Todd? You tell me.
oh, Todd, man.
But yeah,
guy.
it was very cool. That studio.
How much is
very
it?
Cool. Tickets?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh.
Sophia bought them, so I don't know. But I think
Thank
they're
you,
like
Sophia.
$20 or $30, something like that.
That's
Blizzard
cool.
bucks.
So you like the production? It was cool to go to.
I like, you know, I've played Overwatch. I haven't played it in a while, actually. Like, I don't think I've played since before Orisa came out, so it's been a while. But like, I enjoyed the production of it, and like the staggering technology on display kept me busy. So I was like always looking around and being like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just like thinking about like the person that they have TDing it, like technical directing it, switching it, like that kind of stuff happening, and like you're seeing the you know, they have the play-by-play camera or whatever in the middle camera that is mostly what you're seeing in the stream, but that's not just showing the stream, you know? So like they've got someone switching that, and
Yes.
they've got someone switching the
live
stream
broadcast, yeah.
Because like Malik would come out and do the intro, you know, after the breaks, and he was like vibing up the crowd during breaks too. So there's
Cool.
stuff happening while the timer's going down for you. They're raffling and giving away prizes and stuff. And then he'll go like, and we're back. We've got 2 teams, blah, blah, blah. He'll like vamp for a little bit. And then they've got like the camera guy doing a move on him. And then he's like, let's go to our commentators to see what they have to say. And then like in the stream, you see the camera moves up from him and onto that. And then it cuts to the feed of the commentators. But like live in the room, Malik's just standing there and the commentators are up on the screen, you know? So like they're doing this move. So like there are 2 separate things being switched, which is cool. Like it's a very huge production.
yeah.
And they've got all the death timers and stuff on the sides. It's crazy.
When I got to work with them for BlizzCon, it was this strange mix of people from the TV industry
Yeah.
who like knew that stuff, and people from esports who are just extremely qualified and know everything you have to know in order for like the
Yeah.
switching to work,
Right.
to like know which scene to go to.
Oh, sure.
But also they needed like people with TV and broadcasting backgrounds to like know how this equipment works and what kind of things you'll need to light and record.
I was marveling at that too, yeah, because like whoever is switching the main gameplay feed knows both Overwatch like the back of their hand and TDing.
Yes.
To like be like, okay, we're gonna need a replay of that. They're gonna talk about that, and then whoever's producing it is like, we have a replay of these things, you know, to whoever, you know, it's nuts because like, and it's very nearly like always exactly right too. Like the commentators start talking about a thing, the replay's going. Like they've got it. It's very well done. I mean, it's a sports thing, you know, that's how it works. But
ESPN, baby.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, my boss, when I was working on the BlizzCon thing, had like previously worked on like the Super Bowls, like working on sports. And so like, yeah, this is easy, man. This stuff's so easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it seems impossible to us, but like we're in like
To a professional, yeah.
compared to like an NFL game where you have so much input and so
Right.
many things happening live.
I mean, like,
yeah.
it's these people's job. Like,
Yeah.
it's their job. Like, I was there. I saw the show on Thursday. Sophia's watching it Friday and Saturday. The same people were there. You
Yeah.
know, like, it's people's job to just go and do this. You know.
yeah. It's cool.
And like, I've done TD stuff. It's really fun. It's crazy. We used to do it at GT.
Yeah, when you're done, whenever I was done with a big show or shoot, like it was so stressful while you're doing it that when it's over, it's like I want to do that again.
Yeah. It's
That was
definitely
crazy
a
and
rush.
fun.
Live shows are a rush.
Ian, I'm loving swords. Brad, great coverage lately. Love your energy, and you crack me up. Wow.
Aha.
Kyle, I wouldn't play 80% of the things I have for my PSVR without your insight.
Nice.
Keep it up, guys. Nothing nice for Jones?
It's all right.
Or Dan, come on.
It's a good question, Dan. Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dan.
Jones, you're the monster hunter of co-hosts.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Podcast
Wait,
co-hosts.
what rank is he though?
Oh, like 6.
Oh.
Oh man, that's super.
Is that
early.
good?
Yeah, that's
6
great.
good?
That's the top.
nice.
6 is as high as it goes.
Out of like what, 7?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one real
How
quick.
far into Monster Hunter are you?
Just past tutorial.
Oh, cool.
Real low rank.
It's all right. Stick in there.
Let's be encouraging. Let's do one real quick that could be encouraging. Hey, allies. I have found myself building a backlog of games, but I keep wanting to play games I have already played and completed long ago. Do you ever find yourself choosing a safe experience you know you will enjoy rather than a new game or one you are yet to finish? Love and respect, Gordon.
Yes, I'm playing through Shadow of the Colossus remake again.
Yeah.
It's safe,
Remake
dude.
number
Most
2.
of my gaming choices are safe.
It's just so cool.
I just
It's
beat it
very rare
Friday
that
with
I'll take a
Damiani,
risk.
and I'm still playing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's why sequels sell more than anything. You know what I mean? It's just like people like they like that safety. I totally get it.
For me, I often go by time. Like, how much time do I have right now to do a thing? And if it's a game like, if like a Souls game comes out or a Monster Hunter or something comes out that I'm like, I'm just going to be playing this all week. Like, that's my life.
Yeah.
But like, otherwise, it's like, I've got 2 hours. I can play that in 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fire up Darkest Dungeon right
Right.
now.
Sure. Yeah.
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 I'm playing Builders right now on Switch. I shouldn't play that game again.
But that's
it's fun.
cushy.
I love it.
That's
Oh, it's
safe,
cushy.
man.
Yeah.
That's very cushy.
And
Yeah.
it's fun to be better at it the second time around. You know,
Yeah.
like oh, okay, I'm
down
not gonna
around.
build that right there. Okay.
What's that, Huey Lewis?
Step by step, day by day. So yes, Huey Lewis. Okay, it is now time for bets. Next week's bets is about Metal Gear Survive, which will be released Tuesday, February 20th.
It's my sister's birthday.
Hey,
And 4 days before my birthday.
to celebrate her birthday, we're gonna be streaming it live on that same day.
birthday.
Happy
Birthday, Anya.
We're gonna create a character. We're gonna make it a woman. How many hair options will there be? Brandon Jones.
12.
And we should say, Brandon, you
Yeah.
played this game before. Apparently, you didn't do the character creator.
I went into a preview event. All of the characters were standing there on every station that they had at the preview event had a different character.
Pre-created.
They said, basically look at the TV and pick the character you want.
So
So I
we-
did no character creation
None of us
whatsoever.
have any idea.
And
yeah.
I do not know if there's character creation in the co-op demo that people checked out the beta because I did not play that beta.
Yeah. All right.
didn't-
Do not
Brad,
know.
Go ahead.
12.
Wow. Ian Hink.
16.
Wow. And you can go ahead and double those 12s. I bet 24.
Ooh, super confident.
Small window
Let me
for
lock
me.
those in.
Bald counts, right?
Hey, any
It's like an
hair
option.
option.
If it's a choice.
You're
Something
right,
you
that's
can
a
do
hair
with
option, yes.
their
Any
head.
choice.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally counts. Last week's bet was about Dynasty Warriors 9, which released on Tuesday, February 13th. Without doing research again, how many separate DLC items would be available on launch day? I'm going to have to ask the panel about a couple of these. Season
You're asking
Pass,
the wrong
I
group
think
about
counts.
Dynasty Warriors.
I think Season Pass counts. We should count that as a DLC item. You can go and buy that on,
Sure.
on its own.
Sure,
as
yeah.
a
Sure.
chunk.
If it's a purchasable thing other than the game, sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're counting that. This other one is a little more hazy. It's called the Material and Gems Set. And if you go to the description, it says, this DLC is exclusive for Season Pass of Dynasty Warriors 9.
So you can't just buy that
You
separately.
can't buy it. It's something that comes
But
if
they
you buy the
list it
Season Pass.
separately for some reason.
Yes.
But it's included in the season pass.
Yes.
So basically, it's a money pack that you get as a bonus for buying the season pass.
Yes. Do we count it as its own separate item?
What was the phrasing of the bet?
The bet was, how many separate DLC items will be available on launch day?
You have to.
That's
count
not
it.
available though. It's
available.
only available in a separate thing, so it's self-contained.
It's not purchasable, but it's available.
I think you got to count it.
It says DLC in the description.
And it
of
says
the-
DLC in the description.
Available versus purchasable is a good distinction. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Jones, you bet 4. Huber bet 15. Damiani bet 17.
Holy jeez.
I bet 9. The actual number of DLC items available on launch day, 2. Jones, you win.
Two.
So you asked us about
He won no matter what.
both of them.
He won no matter
The
what.
only 2 you asked us about.
Wow.
That was such a funny setup.
Wow.
Nailed it.
I'm on a roll.
Yeah, so that brings us to Red Grouse 3. Gorgeous Gorillas 1. Droopy Eagle 2.
We have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we have fun here. Jones, what do you think about all those comments that are just like, it's not fair. It's not fair to Jones. He's just going to get stomped. It's not fair to Kyle.
I mean, who said that?
I mean, I still could get it's February. Come
Yes,
on, I
you're
could
right.
Still be
It's
stumped.
early.
This
It's
ain't-
real early.
this ain't-
Today, this could be my last win that you just.
If this
watched or
was
heard.
GT Jones, I'd say, yeah, he's getting stomped.
Uh-huh. It's a new
That
man.
Jones is dead.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in my house.
Literally in your house.
Wait, what are the scores again? Are we losing?
3,
Yes.
2,
3, 2, and
1.
1. Yeah.
yeah. So he's winning.
Yes.
Jones is winning.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
2018. What
On
the
my
hell?
Let me tell
On
you
my own.
ooh,
Yeah.
a little bit about patreon.com/Easy Allies. Easy Allies is us, not just the 4 of us, but 5 others. People who like.
allies are we.
We are Easy Allies.
We are easy allies.
We are they.
They are we.
We make videos, we make podcasts, we do live streams. We just love to make things about video games and things about other things entirely. As aforementioned, the movie podcast, but also
Movies that have video games in them.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah. And we are funded primarily through Patreon. So check out patreon.com/Easy Allies to see how you can support us and how we can give back to you. And goals. Ian, how'd you do on your goal this week?
I did it.
3 times?
I mentioned the Monster Hunter of 3 times. They were all kind of dumb and bad though.
You wanted to make it more integrated?
I wanted to actually how everyone's like, it's the Dark Souls of this. I kind of was hoping that things would come up, but they kind of
Yeah.
didn't.
Did you have Metroid?
I had to manufacture them. No.
It's gonna be the Monster Hunter Metroids, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the Monster
Especially when
Hunter
you're
World
talking
of
about open
Metroids.
world and everything.
Oh yeah.
That's what we're talking about. Is the Monster
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World is such a success. It makes me so stoked.
Wasn't there
6 million
fastest
copies.
selling game they said or something like that?
Capcom's fastest selling game
We
of
should
all
have talked
time.
about this on podcast. Fastest selling Capcom game ever.
Ever. Ever.
Crazy.
6 million copies sold.
Mega Man X get bent. You know, Resident Evil eat their dust.
Street Fighter 5.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Monster Hunter World.
Wow,
Because it
what's the
has
next
such a
Monster
rabid
Hunter game
fan
we're gonna
base,
get?
and then this one appealed
Crazy.
to the West as well.
Yeah.
In a bigger way.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's such a good game too. It's just so good.
It's pretty exciting. Exciting to see where this goes.
Quality, man.
Yeah.
Quality sells.
Strive
Generally.
for quality.
Generally, yeah.
Yeah, not always.
Brad,
Yes.
how'd you do on your goal of singing the Tailspin song?
You almost said stupid, didn't you?
No, I almost said DuckTales. What was I started with? I get DuckTales, Tailspin. I don't know. They're
It's
all
like
the
Tails,
same.
kinda.
Yeah,
Nailed it.
What was it though?
yeah. How does Tailspin go?
Oh, we up, tailspin.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Those
we up,
DuckTales.
tailspin.
Yeah.
With another tailspin. Do, do, do.
I prefer
So
the
good.
DuckTales.
And Shere
song.
Khan is like flying a plane in it, dude. It's out of control.
All right, so let's go. You know how to talk about, like, how do you sell it? How do you sell this to a production company?
Balloon
Can't win
or
them all.
Baloo in an airplane.
Yeah, like, how do you, what? No, I'm sorry, Baloo is in the Jungle Book. What are you referring to?
Yeah, that Baloo, he's flying a plane.
You're taking my Jungle Book
he
Baloo.
delivers cargo, yes, and Shere Khan is in with like Sky Pirates. There's a gangster in it.
That's the
There's, like,
the leopard or the snake?
tiger.
Tiger.
He's a tiger, yeah.
Who's the
He's
snake?
like a businessman.
From Jungle
Book.
Khan. Okay.
Just
Ka.
K. K-A. Yeah,
Yeah.
K-A.
Okay, that's why I
Okay.
got confused. Ka.
But yeah,
That's so weird.
sell it, baby.
And then
Talking
just
animals.
fly. It's just about
Yeah.
people who fly
And
planes.
he's just
What are you
delivering
doing?
packages. Yeah.
My name is Betty. Remember Fern Gully?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a comic before though or not. Like DuckTales was. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was. Maybe you soft launched it as a
Yeah.
comic book. Is Batty Robin Williams or just
Yeah,
some guy
Robin
who's
Williams.
like him?
Robin Williams.
Oh, okay, cool. Brandon,
Tim Curry and
As the smog monster?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool
Toxic love.
sequence. Pops out
Toxic love.
pops out of like the tractor, and then by the end is just like a huge monster.
Watch that. Watch Toxic Love on YouTube. That is a crazy sequence.
That is a black goo monster I don't hate.
Yeah.
I'd love to shoot that black
love
goo
that.
monster.
Yeah, Toxic Love.
Brandon Jones, your goal this week was what?
No sniffs.
No sniffs? Did you sniff?
I think I might have when we were doing the game while I was thinking. It was like after the fact though, so I don't know.
I think I had a
Correct me
sniff.
if I'm wrong.
I had some. I
I
didn't
know
notice
big
you
uns,
sniffing.
but I think I might have snuck one in there
Oh, okay.
because I get close to the mic.
It's
So
a nice goal anyway, Jones.
a little bit.
Basically, I think about like 3/4 through this podcast, I completed my goal. I decided it's time to retire goals.
Oh,
Good.
Yep.
Good.
congratulations.
Thank you.
It's nice for you to actually get one.
Yes.
They're retiring.
Yeah,
now,
yeah. I got one on my I got my
you
last
know?
goal.
It's like
Yes.
one of the first you've ever gotten.
I should say next week is episode 100.
What?
I don't have a special thing planned. It's not going to be extravaganza. It is probably going to be a normal week of video games news. So I did want to warn you ahead of time. The
Just
best
do like a little celebration song or something.
Brad.
Episode 100.
Do you know
That's
how
it.
hard celebration songs
That's
are?
it. Episode 100.
Episode 100 of Easy Update is happening this week. It has a song.
And I know it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be weird is
Yeah,
what
it's
it's
gonna
gonna be.
respect the franchise and everything. No,
Respect the franchise.
Actually, it's kind of not.
okay, all right. Yeah, but next week's
It's
easy.
pretty grim.
Yeah, you're
It's
like
pretty
retconning
it's pretty
stuff.
depressing.
Does that have a narrative?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, next week's Easy A podcast is gonna be pretty normal episode. It's how it's gotta be.
Telling you, man, use the jingle.
How it's gotta be.
Oh, it's gotta be
Brad,
100
I can't just make it because I can't just make. I'm more conscious now of hours than I've ever been in my life because of like box peak hours.
Sure.
I can't just make it jingle.
I just did, dude.
Okay, so next week, look forward to Brad doing a little 3
Episode 100.
Okay.
Got it. You can just
I mean, that's
clip
it.
that out, dude.
There it
Done.
is. Put that at the end.
Add that. I
Boom.
like that. It's how it's gotta be, though. That was good.
So episode 100,
Yeah.
how it's gonna be.
No.
you could rhyme 100
That's
weeks
director's
with
cut.
how it's got to be.
That's director's
sort
cut.
of. It's a near rhyme.
Okay.
Episode 100, how it's got to be.
Brandon
100
Jones.
weeks
Brandon Jones.
of news.
What's your favorite
and
memory from the 99 episodes of the Easy Hours
easy
podcast?
and
Jones, you've also you've won again.
Yeah.
You get the right and responsibility to share your Twitter handle with the world. You get to promote any Easy Allies video you would like to promote. You get just to you get the final word on anything you've disagreed with or simply want to reiterate or just thought of in this moment, and you get to sign off with your trademark sign off.
Wait, doesn't he get to say his favorite movie based off a game or something like that?
No, he did that Steve Martin thing. It's like, nah, you lost your chance.
Oh, dude. Brutal.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's all I want. I just wanted to get that in.
Because what I think we talked
Steve
about.
Martin just sets you off or something?
We talked about video game movies not too long ago. I think it was 2 podcasts
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
And we
I was on for
determined.
You
that
said
one, so
Mortal
must have
Kombat,
three
right?
in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there's not any good ones.
They're pretty
Final
much.
Fantasy
it's not any
VII,
great
Advent
ones.
Children complete.
Mortal
Okay.
Kombat is a good film.
So that's your favorite? That would be your pick?
Yeah.
Nice. That's a good pick. All right, Jones, take it away.
Kingsglaive wasn't on that list. I just realized.
Was not on the list.
Well,
Jones, take it away.
you can follow me at Trailer Jones. I recommend you watch episode 99 of Easy Update, in which Ian Hinks sits down with Michael Huber and teaches him how to edit
Yes.
in Adobe Premiere. And editing is very fun. It's a lot easier than it looks. You just got to get through, jump through all the hoops of how to, manage media. But like once you actually get in there, the fundamentals of editing are easy to pick up, and it's a fun thing to do. I very much enjoy it.
On top of that, Premiere is cheap. It used to be very
If
prohibitively
you just
expensive.
get Premiere, yeah. If you
You can get Premiere for like $19 a month, I think.
I pay less than that. I
you
think
do
I
the
pay
Creative
9.
Cloud.
I pay 7 for Photoshop and 9 for Premiere.
Wait, you can get them a la carte
Yes.
individually?
Yes.
I
But
did not know that.
Yeah, I didn't
once
know
you
you
get
could do that.
more than 2, it's not worth it to do
it's
a la
not
carte
worth it.
anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
I pay $50 a month for all of Creative Cloud, which is
That's sweet.
insanity.
What do you use? Like
Sweet.
Audition, I guess you do use.
I use what do
After
I use?
Effects.
I use After Effects, Premiere, Audition, Illustrator. I'm gonna use pretty soon.
Nice.
I've used the Character Animator. I've used Muse.
Wow.
Okay, I was just saying you had a good episode of your show.
But anyway,
I'm not
I didn't
saying
mean
I
this
get
to
my
blow
value
up
out of it.
into a whole
I
thing.
use a bunch of them. It's great.
But on top of that, if you
worth
are if you're feeling discouraged about
Photoshop,
editing,
obviously.
yeah, it's cheap. You can get in pretty entry level, pretty cheap, and have the software that you could use to make a great video. And that's pretty cool.
And if Huber
Yeah.
can do it, you can do it.
That's rude.
You never have to mention me in any submission to the podcast. If you want to have a compliment for the other 3 panelists at the table and you got nothing from me, that's fine. I love my job. I love the boys that I work with. I don't need any special recognition. I mean that seriously. I'm getting a reaction from the table like I'm feeding into this.
No,
you know,
it's just
like,
the first. This is the first time I've ever seen a final word where it's like, because normally
don't
they're
need
like,
to be
I
here.
think this. You're
Right.
like, hey, it's fine.
Yeah, no,
It's easy.
I just show up just to hang out with you and learn a little bit about gaming news every week. And I get my fill every week. I'm good. You know, I don't need any more than that.
Well,
so
we're happy you're
I
here.
appreciate it. Well, thanks, Ian. I'm happy you're here. And I'm happy you're here.
I'm so sorry, Jones. we didn't rank the juiciness of the rumors.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I thought
You
we were doing
almost
that-
signed
I thought
off.
We were doing that
It's
with
fine.
like the
Wow.
the
It's fine.
juice boxes and stuff.
It's fine.
Yeah, we ranked it
Okay.
with juice boxes.
All right. So we didn't rank the Google. What is the juice box level? Of
That's the lowest one.
Yeah.
You said it before we
Yeah.
talked about
So
it.
what would it be though?
Like the little baby juice.
It's that
boxes
weird
then.
ecto cooler that came out recently where you thought it was going to be awesome, but then you tried it and it kind of was gross.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Ew.
So then
Like
that,
it had that like wow factor, but then
Yeah.
you tried it and you're like, oh, it's not that good.
Spyro's a juice box, grape
Yeah.
juice, and then
The middle one was a Capri Sun, Pacific Cooler.
that was totally forgot the news that we talked about already.
The
That was Metroid
Bandai
Prime.
Namco,
Yes, yeah, Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
Okay, Jones, sign us off.
Cheers. I am enjoying these microtransactions.